SMP サイドストーリークンネチプ。
Previous overview. After receiving the news that the injured man had regained consciousness, Kunnecup went to check on him, but what he told her made her uneasy, and she became increasingly worried about Susa and her friends. He said that few people escaped the enemy attack, but what happened to those who remained? I have a lot to worry about, but there's nothing I can do about it right now. I think Momu is also worried about his family. In that case, if he goes to see the situation at the scene, he will be able to see the situation of his family with his own eyes. Besides, my sister's affairs are my own problem, so I can't force him anymore. I'll ask him to take a wait-and-see look at the scene. I immediately asked him to go check on the scene, and he said he was worried about me, so I told him that I would wait here until he returned, and he agreed with a smile and walked out of Kodan quickly. I went outside and saw him off, apologizing to him in my heart. I lied to him. From the beginning, I had no intention of waiting for his return. The next time I see him again, I'll apologize to him properly. When I went back to my room and was alone, I felt a little lonely, but I should be able to leave tomorrow and I don't have to worry because I have a guide. Besides, I can't rely on someone else forever. Not only do I have to be protected by the people around me, but I also have to become stronger. With this in mind, when a man came to light the hermitage in the evening, I asked him to teach me how to light it. He taught me 2 ways to do it, but it was easier to use flint and I could light a fire, so I got a flint from the guy who taught me. From now on, I can light a fire by myself. It's strange. After he gave me the flint, I gained courage. The existence of fire is important. Later, when I was invited to dinner at the elder's house, there were many people gathered, some of whom were injured by protecting me. When I walked into the room, everyone welcomed me with a smile, and I talked with a lot of people that night, but there was one bad news. In the end, one of the 3 people who was brought in with serious injuries died. It was a person who did not regain consciousness until the end, and I was sorry that it was not good after all, but it's a miracle that I was able to save the other 2. That's thanks to the people who worked hard to take care of them. That night I talked to a lot of people. And dinner is over. When I returned home, the hermitage was lit on fire, so it was slightly warm. But today I'm alone. I was a little lonely, but I went to sleep with the anticipation of tomorrow. The next morning, when I went to the elder's house, there were already men shoving me the way, and after eating, I thanked the elder's family for their kindness and left Kodan. Finally, I can go to Kodan, where my sister lives. I can meet my sister. leaving Kodan was relatively wide because there were fewer rivers than before coming to this place, and there were many people coming and going. Also, the number of people who accompany me has increased to 3, which is very reassuring to me. There was a possibility that the man in question would attack again, so I was cautious and walked slowly, so I was able to take a closer look at the scenery around me. After walking towards the mountains for a while, I saw a slightly wider river, and a series of mountains upstream. The water in the river is crystal clear, and the white stones seem to shine beautifully, and the green of the vegetation continues to the upper reaches of the river, and the faint blue mountains can be seen in the background. I had never felt so beautiful about mountains and rivers before. I've seen a lot of mountains and rivers, but I've never felt this way because the scenery is so commonplace. What has changed in me? I wonder if the anticipation of seeing my sister makes the scenery look beautiful. There may also be a sense of security that comes from feeling protected by someone. It's not good to just be spoiled by people. I really need to be able to do everything myself, but the situation is not good right now, so I'll take care of them for a little while. In the end, the man did not show up, and in the evening several small houses appeared, and we spent the night in them. There was a family there, and they seemed to know the people who were accompanying me. They were exchanging food with the family, and they seemed to be replenishing each other's missing items. After that, we rested at the house next door to the family, and the next day we headed to Kodan, where my sister lived, which I had been waiting for. Today's story ends. The continuation of the story will be updated every Saturday. Please look forward to. If you like, please subscribe to the channel. See you again.